won't go down. Count the bucket for 2.
I could see the beads of sweat forming when he had to put the ball on the ground there. You still got it, though.
Toronto with the basketball. To Lin. Surveys the floor. Lin to Gasol. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Gets a look, can't hit. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Flushes it home.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Napier with the basketball. It's an 8-point lead. To Covington. Down low for Jang. From the painted area, won't go down. Lin. Lets it fly from long range, and it's Minnesota's rebound. Napier with the basketball. His guys should be able to get the final shot. And a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 2. Toronto Raptors are in the penalty.
Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first half. It's the Timberwolves in front.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Timberwolves put together a nice half and were rewarded with a solid lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Have a look at the leading scores for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Raptors are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. These are the guys getting buckets for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Assists.
The Toronto Raptors struggled to play the angles and allowed too many passing lanes to exist. However, some credit has to go to their opponents for the way they move the ball. They've been taking advantage of this situation.
Player of the half.
I'm ready to skip ahead and just get this guy player of the game. You can tell he's on his way to a special game. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Lowry has the basketball. Short jumper off the mark. Wiggins. Big finish. Full head of steam that time.
I mean, Ed, I get more and more impressed with guys' ability to shift their body. If that's a Euro step, a side step, however they find a way to get through traffic and finish like that. Oof.
Here comes the screen. Lowry to Gasol. Marc Gasol. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
And they call it.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Bell. Oh, a whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
To number 81. That's his third personal foul. Team foul number 2.
Teague to Wiggins. And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions.
Subbing in for the Raptors. Number 5.
We got this. Let's go.
Substitutions, Minnesota.
That's out. Last touch by Shabazz Napier. So possession remains with Toronto. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
All right, let's do this.
Substitutions, Toronto. Substitutions, Minnesota.
Runner here won't go. Lynn with it. His guys trail now by 4. Throws it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Teague with it up top. He'll run the offense. Bell to Towns. To Teague. Down low Towns. Karl Anthony Towns. He's now 4 for 6.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Here comes the screen. Fred VanVleet to Jeremy Lin. Has a chance. It goes down. He improvises and scores.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Napier with the basketball. Lead is 2. To Towns. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
You see, the savvy players, they can create contact. They can throw their arms into you, even their bodies into you, and as soon as the refs blow the whistle once or twice and you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. That
We know what's coming. Go get him.
Substitutions. Entering the game.
Lynn with it. His guys down by 9. Shot from the lane won't go.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
To Covington. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Runner's good there.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Napier with the basketball. His team up by 7. Covington. To Towns. Knocks it down from mid-range.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
Throws it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. T-Wolves with the basketball. To Towns. Great look and vision. Big finish at the rim.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
Jeremy Lin looking good. 4 for 5.
Ooh, Ed, looking like the young Manu Ginobili with hair out there with the Euro step.
That wasn't that long ago, was it? To Towns. And the rebound taken by Gasol. Powell guarded by Towns. To Gasol. Karl Anthony Towns. Tips it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Bell to Covington. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Cleans the offensive glass. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Napier with the basketball. It's a 9-point lead. To Towns.
1 minute left in the fourth quarter.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Lin to Gasol. Karl Anthony Towns sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Lin to Gasol. Down low. And count the basket inside.
I'm laughing because when you look at Marc Gasol, he's not the fastest big guy in the game. He's not the smoothest, nor is he the best shooter. But you know what he is? He's prepared and he's experienced. That's why you can get you 17 to 18 to 19 points per night or more, and you get a tough low post presence.
To Towns. Marc Gasol pins it. Now pass stolen by the Timberwolves. And Jay, they call the foul.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
It's a victory for the Timberwolves as they get a good win on the road. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Timberwolves did what great teams do best: finish. The defense in this matchup was outstanding. When they weren't blocking shots, they were making steals, and it all came together for a terrific win. The Raptors must be devastated after such a close loss. Chemistry was clearly not the issue today, because they were definitely sharing the ball well. Still, everyone knows they'd rather be sharing the joy of a victory. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Field goals.
From an offensive standpoint, this was a quality game. The same can't be said for the defense, but still, it turned out to be an entertaining matchup.
Player of the game.
Karl Anthony Towns is the choice for what you're seeing here, and that's unselfish play. Tight passes, great timing, and an impressive basketball IQ. He earned more respect than what I already have for him.
Cole.
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
These are the upcoming matchups for the Toronto Raptors. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.
Yeah, from the back porch. Back then with dreams of a stacked fortune. Black kid with dreams by any means to see some cell phone keys to a black portion. That American pie, he just wanna portion. Product of that environment that he was forced in. Changed course when it's out of control. Feel it down in my soul. Fast forward and foresee that fork in the road. Listen, mention you on the road, foreign car whipping. It's mind bending. Open your eyes, I'm bending the rules. Time ticking. The time's different on a globe where every soul trying to survive in it. That's the main concern. Whole hood celebrate when the tables turn, you see. Feels like I'm on the cusp. Great forever, forever's not long enough, it's just.
All right, what's going on, folks? I'm back today with a brand new highlight video from the One. This time, the baller was going crazy from everywhere. You gotta see this. How many points was that? I can't even keep count of it. The shots was going in. It's got to feel good to be in the zone like that, and you feel like you can't miss. All right, folks, it's K-Spade the Prospect. I'm signing off. Make sure you come back here for more highlights from the One. This ball is going crazy, and I'm going to make sure I cover everything they do out on the court.
Go ahead and keep the lights on. I see you sweat, just keep the lights on. Yeah, hands up like black and white's con. Go ahead and clap your hands like you tryna fight son. Go ahead and keep the lights on. I see you sweat, just keep the lights on. Hands hands up like black and white's con. Go ahead and clap your hands like you tryna fight, son. First off, bow down, cause this feel like midnight club at D-Town. What's up? Double edition, new keys in the ignition. My hat tipping, Dontrell Willis with the feet kicking. Knees cranking, you see what Pete cranking. I mean, listen, y'all be tripping. See, we lately been seeing y'all be grating. I mean, face it, y'all is cheap fragrance. They know me, the phonies. They copy, they jocking. But Groxy, he just and the pretty boy finna end your title reign.
We come to you north of the border from Toronto, Ontario. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, the Raptors are Canada's team. Only fitting. Toronto's the 4th largest city in North America.
Ed, all that sounds great, but I'll tell you what, I love everything about T-Dot. The food, the music, the culture, the people, the energy of the city. It's off the charts. Every NBA player wants to come through the 6.
No one really cares if it's cold because inside these walls, it's always revved up. The Mavericks begin the game with the basketball. To Lee. Gortat. To Porzingis. Pascal Siakam able to recover with the block. That'll get out off the Raptors. On the shot clock for the Mavs. Lets it fly from long range. Lowry with it. Looking to make something happen. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
He showed that he had great chemistry with his teammates on that shot. Keep getting him good looks, and the one will just keep scoring.
To Lee. Here comes the screen. Lee to Hardaway. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. Pascal Siakam. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Here's Barea. Down 3.
Take coming.
From the outside, no good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Here's Barea. They're down 3. Marc Gasol tips it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Gortat. Marc Gasol pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Pascal Siakam to Lowry. Nice finish at the rim.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Here's Barea. 5-point game. Here comes the screen. On the shot clock for the Mavs. Just off the mark. Fred VanVleet to Lowry. To VanVleet. Five to shoot for Toronto. Well done, Kyle Lowry. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
I mean, I don't know how much better the defense has to play you on that one. The guy was right in your grill, and you still knocked it down.
Now a whistle. Dallas will use the timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions.
Number 30, Curry.
Pascal Siakam with a piece. Toronto has the basketball. Slams it down.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Lee with the basketball. His team down 9. To Gortat. Lee. Has a look. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. Hardaway to Lee. To Gortat. Seth Curry. Marc Gasol. Huge block. That's his 3rd block this evening.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Lee with the basketball. Trailing by 11. Screen coming.
Screen.
Seth Curry to Hardaway. Yes, Marcin Gortat. Missed his first. That one goes.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Substitutions.
Lynn with it. It's a 9-point lead. Oh, good defense there as the Mavs take it away. Has a chance. Add 2 points to the board.
That boy's living his best life.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Deep left corner. Powell to Ibaka. To Jeremy Lin. Fires the 3. And the reward, he's going to the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
And he connects on the first free throw. Second and 3, got it. Three for 3. Nice. Right with it. Trailing by 10. Bagley to Seth Curry. To Hardaway. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop. Probing the defense. Seth Curry to right. Nothing going here on that drive. Marc Gasol sends it away. 4th this contest.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Bagley gets it in the right corner. Powell. He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
This comes down to great execution both on the offensive and defensive end of the floor. Let's see if they can carry this into the second quarter.
Here comes the screen. Seth Curry goes to the right side. 4-3. They'll take it from downtown. Let's see, Jay, if that wakes them up.
Yeah, that was a big-time three, but the most important possession is now, the one you're currently in. Don't focus on the next play, but focus on the present.
That ends the first quarter. The Raptors in front. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Toronto with the basketball. Oh, he had him there for a second. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
When the ball was in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Right with it. 9-point margin to Seth Curry.
Watch that cutter.
Nothing going here on that drive. Trying to cash in with the step back.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Lynn with it. Lead stands at 7. To Ibaka. Over to the right side. Has a look. And the rebound comes down to Dallas. Dallas owns the basketball. To right. Seth Curry. Offensive board. The follow won't go either. To Ibaka. Serge Ibaka. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Nothing going here on that drive. And he knocks it down, Jay.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. To Porzingis. Wow, look at him dive for the loose ball. That'll get out off the Raptors. Seth Curry to Porzingis. 5 on the shot clock. Has a chance. The rebound's corralled by the Raptors. Toronto has the basketball to Van Vliet. Sizing up the defense. Tight space with the crossover. Trying to cash in. Their shot by Lowry misses. Seth Curry to Porzingis. Scores from the post.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Lowry into the front court. His team up by 7. Here's Barea. He'll run the offense. To Porzingis. And throws it down.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Jose Barea.
You gotta get up on that.
Fred VanVleet. Pass stolen by the Mavericks. To Gortat. Shot from the lane won't go.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Serge Ibaka rejects it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Beyond the arc for 3. That's off the side of the rim, short. Dallas has it.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
Pascal Siakam snatching it out of the air.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
That'll get out off the Raptors, so the Mavericks will keep the possession. Seth Curry. Nice pass to get things going.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Lowry into the front court. Up by 3. Pascal Siakam to Lowry. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
They got him in the first round to do exactly that. Make tough shots and help them win games.
Here's Barea. Down 6. To Seth Curry. To Porzingis. The drive, right to the basket. Down the lane. Shot won't fall. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
You know that's easy. They can't guard you.
Oh, good defense there as the Mavs take it away. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That's it. First half has come to an end. The Raptors have the lead.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Raptors will start the second half with a narrow lead, and they've been showing off some excellent shooting, and it's ultimately points that win games. So if they can keep this up, there's a great chance they can finish with a victory. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Toronto Raptors. The Mavericks are within striking distance at the half. I love the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impressed me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Dallas Mavericks.
Game track. Steals.
Some very aggressive defense has allowed both teams to rack up a lot of steals. Ball security will be the key in the upcoming half, especially for the weakest dribblers. You know who you are.
player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Marcin Gortat sends it away. They've got it back. Count the bucket for 2.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Lowry to Van Vliet. Pass to the rim. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between two players. We call that an eyesight contract, because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Van Vliet. Goes to the left side. Gasol. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Nope. First one does not go. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Here's Barea. His guy's down 3. Around the perimeter. To Lee. For 3. Nobody even close. Courtney Lee buries it.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
Here's a chance from long range. Rebound taken down by Porzingis. Here's Barea. Our score all even in this third quarter. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Courtney Lee, couple of free throws on the way. A career 85% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His guys now trailing by a point. Pass stolen by the Mavericks.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Has a look. Deep two there, won't go. Here's Barea. Leads one. Has a chance and buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
Here comes the screen. And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. Seth Curry to Lee. Curling inside, deep left corner. Seth Curry to Lee. Tim Hardaway Jr., very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Strong finish at the rim for Marc Gasol. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Hardaway. From long range. Off the mark. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Ooh, I'm not sure if he's part of the Jelly fam or not, but this young player knows how to adjust mid-flight, and he finished that shot with some crazy English.
Screen coming. Lee to Seth Curry. Dallas with 4 to shoot. Fires the 3 and draws the foul.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximal effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
Knocks down the first. Second free throw off the mark. Still 1 to come. Shot no good. Nate's just 1 of 3 on that trip. Seth Curry to Bagley. Pascal Siakam swats it. Ooh, 5 now. Time to shuffle things up. Lee. To Porzingis. KB, Kristaps Porzingis. Now 4 for 9. Kyle Lowry with the rock. Oh, good defense there as the Mavs take it away.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Fred VanVleet to Lowry. miss those. Right with it. His club's staring up at an 8-point deficit. And the basket good at the rim.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Lowry with it. Looking to make something happen. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Right with it. The deficit is 6. Missed that one. His coach cannot be a happy camper. KP, Kristaps Porzingis. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Mavericks with the basketball. Right to Porzingis. And he finishes at the rim.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Lowry into the front court. Leads 5.
I told you the screen was coming.
Nothing going here on that drive. Porzingis for 2. Count the basket.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Gasol. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Pascal Siakam. Got it.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Right with it. The deficit now up to 5. Lee. Layup goes down. Well done.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Right with it. The margin standing now at 7. Porzingis to Lee. Off the assist.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Slam dunk. The Mavericks signal for timeout, but this game's in the balance, and time is of the essence.
Just a friendly reminder, today's ticket referral. Until the end of today's game to claim your prize at the customer service desk located near section 104.
Porzingis to Lee. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Ruling is there was intent. It's an intentional foul.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
And they're going to play this one out to its conclusion as we get an intentional foul. That means free throws coming up in what is a 7-point game.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning the timeout.
Two for 2 on that trip. Now a whistle. Dallas will use the timeout. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again. the outside, no good. A shot at the buzzer. It's the Raptors with the victory as they take care of business at home. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Raptors emerged victorious after a tight finish. And whenever the game seemed to start slowing down, they came up with a block that would ignite everyone. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Toronto Raptors. The Mavericks just couldn't close this one out. The way they shot the ball was outstanding. But even still, it wasn't enough to get the result they wanted. More often than not, you're going to win games when you shoot the ball as well as they did here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Dallas Mavericks.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Easy choice for player of the game. No one else made as big of an impact in this matchup.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a view of the upcoming games for the Toronto Raptors. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.